the way.
What it do, YouTube? This is Marissa, also known as Red Mocha, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a positive, productive day. So today, I wanted to do this freestyle vampy look. It's kind of a small mix of like what I would say I would do as my everyday makeup, but also this is pretty much really glam. So honestly, I mean, I'm feeling prom night, I'm feeling goddess, I'm feeling, you know, queen of the Nile, you know, you choose. I am using a lot of Juvia's Place and Colourpop. This video is not sponsored, by the way. So the Colourpop I'm going to be using today is the Honey. This shade is actually in the center of my eye. Oh my god, it comes on so beautiful. I don't know if I'm doing it justice. See how beautiful that is? Yes. So if you guys want to see how I achieve this look, keep on watching. So now I'm going to take my Morphe Mini Continuous Settings Mist, and I'm just going to spray that to prep my face for foundation. Now I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty True Matte ProFilter Mattifying Primer. So I'm going to get some right here. So the foundation today I'm going to be using is the NYX Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation, and this is in the color Warm Mahogany. Sometimes I would just go straight in with my hands, but not today. I have nails on, so I don't want to do that. My foundation brush today I'm going to be using is just an NYX foundation brush. I love this foundation so much. Like, it's like my perfect skin tone. It matches me so good. I'm going to go in with my body blender. It's a little damp, so I'm just gonna go over my foundation so everything can just be even out. This is what I'm going to go in for today. I'm going to take my P. Louise base, and this is in the color Rumor 03. This is the only eyeshadow primer I use. This is really good, and then you can use those too. Just make sure you blend it out really good. Usually what I like to do, I like to go over, like, outline it underneath my eyebrows and then go ahead and get started on my eyes. So I'm going to take my Morphe M432 brush, and I'm just going to apply that. Outline it underneath my eyebrows and then go ahead and get started on my eyes. So I'm going to take my Morphe M432 brush, and I'm going to outline underneath my eyebrows like this. And then what I do, I'm just going to bring it down. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Actually, I like doing this because this helps me like just see how I'm gonna have my arch and my highlights already gonna be done, and you know, this helps get everything started. And I'm just gonna blend it out down just so everything's not mixing. Okay. So now I'm going to take a more fluffier brush, and now we're going to get started on patting it on my eyes. Okay, and we're going to apply this in a patting motion. I usually like to just start in a small area and then I just work my way up. And it's okay if it's looking a little crazy, it's looking a little messy. That's why we're going to blend out the outer edges. And a little goes a long way with this product. So that's why, you know, apply a little bit and then just work your way up. Just keep patting. You're going to be looking a little bit crazy, but like, I mean, it's totally okay. So now we're going to take our fluffy blending brush, and this is from Real Techniques. It doesn't have a number. Okay, and then this is what I said, we're going to blend the outer edges and just soften it up so it's not looking so harsh right now. And I usually go in like soft, small circles, and I do it right underneath my eyebrows. Also, just to soften it up. See? Magic. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So this is the Colourpop. It's so pretty. I love that center shade. That's so pretty. I did this eye off camera. This is pretty much what I came up with. I wanted to, honestly, I was going yellow, but then I was like, I kind of want to do like a pretty like neutral color. So this is how it's looking, and I'm going to show you. That's my transition shade. It's the Zulu palette, and I'm going to use that brown shade. Take a round fluffy brush, and this is the Morphe. Actually, no, this is a Sephora. Most likely just to start off, that brown shade, that blend in my crease. And that's what we're going to use to start everything off. I'm going in soft circular motions, like that. And I pretty much, like, I go all the way up to my brow bone. Like, I just go pretty high with it. But once it's blended to your desire, next thing I'm going to go with, I'm going to take this it's a little bit smaller round blending brush. And I'm going to take this shade, and I'm going to go in my crease. And this is going to get that definition that we're looking for, that seamless blended look. That's what I came up with. Doing the halo eye is not the easiest, but honestly it just takes practice. With me, like when I relax my eye, I do have a natural crease, but I have to go a little bit above the crease, and that extra skin is a little like, it's very flimsy, I would say, so it's kind of hard for me, so I have to take my time. I love this Juvia's Place palette. Like, it just, their products work so good for me. I get like a very pigmented shadow with little to none fallout. Stays on all day, doesn't crease, doesn't get patchy. Like, I love their products. Keep building and building and building that shadow. So I'm going to take this bottom shade right here. I'm going to just mix it together because that's what we're going to do to help define that crease. Together, beautiful. Going my crease with those two shadows. Actually, I'm going to take a different blending brush. This is a Wet n Wild blending brush. I'm going to mix those two, tap, and then you can go crazy because we're going to like cut the crease. But we're going to add that right where my crease is, where my natural crease is at. Okay, now I'm gonna take my same P. Louise base in Rumor 3, and I'm gonna use that to cut my crease. Okay, now that I have cut my crease, now we're gonna start adding the shadows. I'm gonna just take this shade and this shade, and I'm gonna stamp it in like my crease and the outer corners. And this is where they say trust the process. This is what I mean where I'm going to take those two shades and just keep stamping it into my inner corner and my outer corner. And apply the gold and the yellow shimmer, which, let me show you. I thought it was like a pressed powder, but it's actually a pretty little shimmer. Let me probably swatch it. It applies like glitter, so that's pretty much how it's working. But it's so pretty. I feel like on camera it doesn't really do it justice, but like in person, oh my god, I look like a goddess. Now for the fun part, we're gonna go in with this gold shade right here, and I'm gonna use that just to help like build the crease, build the halo effect, and then we're gonna go in with the glitter, because the glitter is gonna have a lot of fallout, but I mean, it's to be expected. Most likely gonna start in the center and relax your eye. Don't be doing all that squinting, just relax. You're okay. Because when you do that, you cause creases, and then you might start doing like that, and then boom, it comes out all blotchy. So we don't want that. We're gonna be relaxed and take a deep breath while we're applying this. And I usually just open my eyes to see where I'm at. I use my natural crease as a starter, like just to see where I'm at, like a template, I would say. So now, what I'm gonna do is just gonna blend it out. Okay, open your eye, make sure everything's looking even. And then, I'm gonna take a smaller blending brush and I'm gonna go back in with that black. And I'll just start from the bottom and I just kind of work my way up, but you know, just being very careful that I'm staying in the line. And most likely I'll just keep my eye open like this. And most likely brush up. Like that. And then I'm doing the same thing on the other side. This is coming out so cute. Like that. I'm gonna just go in with some more finishing touches and just blend it out just a little bit more. I'm gonna take this e.l.f. liquid eyeshadow base. I don't have the shade on here, but it's a really like pretty champagne color. And probably swatch it. So pretty. Take this. And I'm going to use this as a sticky base before I add the glitter. And like I always do, I start from the bottom, like at the lower lash line. And I'm gonna just keep working my way up, being careful not to mess up all the hard work that you just did. And this is to help add that extra oomph to it. And then also, I just like how these two mix together. I'm gonna take that glitter and I'm gonna just stamp it right on top. Pretty yellow, like it's giving me like queen bee vibes. So now I'm gonna take that small tapered brush again, and I'm just gonna get a small dot, just a small amount, just to help and just to make sure it's all showing beautifully. If you do get some on your lower lash lines, okay, just do that. Oh my god, I love how this came out. I'm glad I did it. This came out really good. This wasn't the plan, but I mean, I was freestyling it. But I've been wanting to like just do it, like I've been wanting to mess with this for a minute just to see how these two work together. And I'm just taking a little bit more of that gold. And that's what I'm going to use to just pretty much define that halo. Okay, so So I'm gonna go back and use my Morphe setting mist, and I'm just gonna use a little bit just to help blend, and then I'm gonna use my big old body blender. Sometimes I might go back in with that brush, and I just might like stamp in my crease area because I know it's more likely a problem area when I do have concealer on. And then I'll just go back around my foundation brush and do the same thing. Have it look seamless as possible. So let me blend out my chin. I like to use my Burgundy luxury setting powder. This is in the color Topaz. I like to take this brush, dip it, and hold your breath. Hold your breath while you do this. I'm gonna get the rest of this glitter off. I'll get in between them creases. This bottle might be expired, but I'll be alright. And this is where I'm gonna take my Sephora MicroSmooth setting powder. I am in the shade Deep 56. I'm gonna do that and stamp. Patrick Star was not lying when he said this works. This works magic. Alright, so I'm back. I'm going to do my bronzer. That same shade that I've been using as my transition shade, right there. I usually use this as a bronzer. So this is just a tapered brush, and what I do like that, and then I'll just relax my face, and then I'll go around. And this just personally, my personal thing that I like to do. And I'll just mix it all over my face to just warm my face up. I'm gonna take my contour palette by what is this? Black Radiance. And I usually take these two shades. I pretty much just go ham. And that's where I'm just gonna go above my cheekbone. This next, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna take this tapered brush, and this is a Morphe M500 brush, and I'm going to dip it just a small dot of this orangey and pink shade. I'm gonna dust the excess, and I'm gonna use that as my blush. This palette is multi-purpose. Or I was never really a blush person, but I did see how now, like, just, oh god, it looks so good on me. Like I said, I don't know why I wasn't doing this before. And I only use a little bit. I don't go so much ham on the blush because, you know, don't want to lick a little too much. And you see how that does the face? You see what it does? Ooh. Makes you look warm, blushing. And those been the two that I have been using. So yeah, Julia Place, girl. I got you. See, the look comes together at the end of it. At the end of it all. Okay. So I'm gonna take my Mercier. I have the mini, but like this right here, it is perfect. And of course we're not gonna leave it, but we're gonna let it bake for a little bit. See, I like how I smile. Like, you see that? Oh, I'm getting so excited. I'm making a beard, but not so much. And I'm gonna take a brush and I'm pretty much gonna stamp it in so it doesn't create that harsh line. Okay, now for my highlight, I'm gonna take my Juvia's Place Warrior palette, and personally, I have 3 shades that I like. This is pretty. This is pretty. This is pretty. This is pretty. I don't know what's good for the occasion. I'm gonna go with this shade right here. And just know a little bit. Oh god. Oh god. Look how it goes on. Look how it goes on. Oh my god. I love when the process is almost over, because then you can just sit here and stare at yourself. But we're not doing it. So most likely what I like to do, I probably just do 2 to 3 taps. I don't do that. I actually 1, 2, 3 and then apply. And then I'll let the magic happen. Just watch it happen. Do you see like regular like oh my gosh. Do you see that?
Oh no, I can't.
I am so gorgeous. I am. Been blending for a good little minute.
Oh.
Watch me. Am I going? Look at me go. Look at me go. Ah. Okay, I'm going more with that yellow shade. And I'm gonna add that at the bottom. All that brown like that. See how it all comes together. So good. So lovely. Get my eyeliner, and I'm just gonna go right on the waterline. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna go underneath the lash line. You bad? You bad? I'm being bad. I'm being there right now. It ain't nothing. It ain't no problem. It ain't no problem. So I don't go directly on the waterline. I go right on the lower lash line, and that's where more likely where I like to add my my black liner to. Liner, no liner. Liner, no liner. I ain't forgot about my eyebrows yet. Don't get on me. So now I'm gonna go in with that black shade, and I'm just gonna use that to set my liner, so it doesn't smudge, it doesn't move, it doesn't crease or anything. So we don't have no issues, because we don't want these problems. Especially when we guys leave, we don't want these problems. We ain't got time to redo this stuff. We don't want these problems. Back in with my crease color, so it's not gone. And I want to do something on the inner corner. Now we're gonna set my face. And when we do this, be very careful. Don't move. When you set your face, don't move. So first thing I'm gonna take is my Morphe setting mist, and I'm just gonna I like to keep my eyes closed just until I don't want to ruin anything. Nothing. And this is going to help get that cakiness off your face. Like you're feeling powdery, you're feeling cakey, it's all going to go away. So I'm going to do one more mist. And this time I'm going to use my Skindinavia. This is my all-time favorite. All-time favorite. This. It has to be this.
Jesus Christ.
I told y'all go heavy. I go heavy. I told y'all. Now get in front of the fan. And just go. Don't touch it. Let it dry itself. Let it dry. I may be looking a greasy mess, but this is what I've been doing for years. Just let it dry. Just let it. Just let it.
Few moments later.
Okay, now after we I'm just gonna like, oh god, I'm so tempted. I don't need any more, but it looks so good. I just wanna just small them out. Just small them out. I'm pretty satisfied. My Clinique mascara. And now we're about to do lashes. Now I'm going to take my wispy lashes. I use my Kiss Strip Lash adhesive. This stuff is really good too. Boom. Now for the other side. I feel like the face just helps concentrate. It's like, while you do this. I'm gonna get some more of these. This is good. Okay, so since I added the brown lip liner, I do have this MAC lipstick. It's a lip glass, and this is in the color Desire. Ooh, matches the look, right? We want glossy. So happy how this look came out. Like, it came out really good. I'm glad like I winged it. I'm honestly not going anywhere. I just eat it. This is pretty vampy. Honestly, this kind of screams fall for me. So if you are still here to the end of the video, thank you so much. Guys, subscribe, like, share, and ring that notification bell. And I will see y'all next time.